What if you woke up one day and everyone you looked at looked like a demon? That's what happened to this poor 58-year-old guy who was described in The Lancet in an article that came out today. We don't know his real name, so we're going to call him Bob, but we do know the name of his disorder. It's called prosometamorphosia, or PMO. 4 months before his faces started looking distorted to him, Bob suffered from some carbon monoxide poisoning. And he ended up getting seen by a group of neurologists and neuroscientists at Dartmouth who figured out that for Bob, faces only appeared distorted in real life and not on screens or in photos. So they did this very clever thing. They had one of the researchers sit in front of Bob and they gave him Photoshop and an image of that researcher, and he manipulated it until it matched what he saw. So until he messed around with the photo until it looked like what he was looking at in real life. And this is what he drew. And as you can see, both of these researchers' faces were distorted in similar ways. They had deep grooves on the forehead. Their faces kind of seemed pulled back. Ears were pointy. And this suggests that this is not a hallucination. This is a perceptual distortion that's happening in your visual system. There's probably more people with this disorder out in the world, but they're being misdiagnosed as having schizophrenia or some other sort of hallucinations. But this is actually a perceptual disorder that's kind of cousins with prosopagnosia, which is what I have, also known as face blindness. And this is not in the paper, but I happen to know that the researchers were able to help this guy by giving him green tinted glasses that reduced for some reason, that reduced the distortion in the faces that he looked at in the world. And when they gave him red tinted glasses, it made the distortions much, much worse. So next time I'll tell you about an even more interesting disorder called hemi-PMO.